Alright guys, it's now time for part 6, my ranking of the cover art of the TNG numbered novels. We have a 6-part story arc in this one that spans the entire TNG timeline, including prequels to both DS9 and Voyager. Special shout out to the German releases, which have way better art that I also will not be covering. I've decided to include the final few books this time, so let's finish this up. Number 51, Infection. You know, I don't know why there's a green one and a red one. I have the green one, though, and it looks like the green one's the one that most people have. I love the font and the symbology, plus the design in the background of the double helixes weaves together with the rest of the books in the arc. But why do the artists have such a hard time with Data? Plus, whenever I see him paired with Yara, I immediately wonder if there's going to be some hanky-panky. B tier. Number 52, Vectors. Crossover time! Between Season 2 and 3 of TNG, Pulaski goes to Tirok Nor and hijinks follow. But man, Dakata's not in the mood for diseases today. Bonus points for having the background mirror the general color palette for Cardassians. A tier. Number 53, Red Sector. Since they both appeared on TNG, fans of the show, or shows, have long wondered if and when TNG-era Spock and McCoy would ever team up. Hell, you know, I'm gonna be honest, why not Scotty too? That's a pretty enticing pitch, but I will admit the tagline is way too vague. Should have mentioned Romulus on there. B tier. Number 54, Quarantine. Hey, a Maquis story. And look, it's how Thomas Riker joined up with them. A story promising a TNG sequel, a DS9, and a Voyager prequel? How neat is that? A tier. Number 55, Double or Nothing. Now, if you have no idea about the Star Trek New Frontier book series, or who Mackenzie Calhoun is, this might not seem interesting, even though I know from experience this story is actually really good. Plus, you don't even know Picard is in the story until at least halfway through the novel. I'm gonna say, purely from a cover art perspective, remember that this isn't as intriguing as the rest of the entries. C tier. Number 56, The First Virtue. I'm gonna deduct a point right from the beginning because Crusher is a cameo at best, which I vividly remember when reading it. Yeah, you can keep Tuvok on, but Jack Crusher should have been on the cover. I'm personally also not a fan of the Monster Maroon when there's nothing underneath, you know, whether it's the turtleneck or the little undershirt thing. If there's nothing, I think it just looks too loose. C tier. Number 57, The Forgotten War. I really like this art. The desert planet with the 3 renegades and the novel-specific character of Lucien Murat wearing what looks like the collar of the pre-TOS era uniform, like from The Cage. It's a huge leap over some of the previous cover art. I'm gonna say S tier. Gem World, Book 1. I love the background and the alien creature, very pulp sci-fi, but Data? Why can no one draw Data? He looks like his head has been buried in an old coal mine for 500 years. It would make far more sense to have Melora Paslar on the cover since she's not only the main character, this is her homeworld. C tier because Data looks really off-putting. Gemworld Book 2. Same thing, this time with a really bad rendition of Picard and no scary tentacle monster in the background. Still, it's a better depiction of Picard than it was of Data. Also C tier. Tooth and Claw. Riker with a bat'leth. He and Worf are down to kick some serious ass and are out for blood. Awesome. S tier. Number 61, Diplomatic Implausibility. A title like that, are you kidding me? A tagline promising negotiations? Not even Worf looks impressed with this premise. Bonus point for that alien bear dog with the fashionable jewelry, but I can't see anyone rolling on the bookstore floor in excitement over this one. D tier. Number 62, Maximum Warp, Book 1, Dead Zone. Oh man, my painting of the Enterprise and the Warbird got water on it. Now it's ruined! I'm not sure how to actually artistically depict space distortions besides whirly effects, so I guess that'll do. It needs way more color though, if I'm gonna be honest. Still, the intrigue level is high. B tier. Maximum Warp, Book 2, Forever Dark. Yo, this is what I'm talking about. Enterprise is about to get walloped hard, greens and reds really pop, and the silhouettes of the ships are still distinguishable because space is actually black with this one. I love it. S tier. And that's it. Well, there had always been TNG books being released outside the numbered sequence, like Imzadi, especially the novel adaptations of specific episodes. There were tons of novels now being released at the same time, so keeping them sequentially numbered seemed pointless. Now, one final word. Guys, if you can't draw Data, please don't include them. I've seen so many versions of Data now, and they almost all look bad. Now, do you guys want to see me do the other numbered Star Trek novels? I've actually read very few from the other series, so it might be a little more off the cuff. But if you're game, I am. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take it easy.